Hola, hola friends, it's me again. Today we have a very delicious recipe, our favorite in the family. We have some cashew sauce pasta with gluten meatballs and broccoli to pair nicely. So come along, keep on watching, and let me show you how we make it. Before I taste this delicious meal, I just want to thank the Lord for all the blessings, the abundance, for allowing me to cook with you all, and to allowing me to share all this space. All these things I pray in Jesus' name, amen. Okay friends, so we're gonna start first with meatballs, since it's gonna take longer. So while we make the cashew sauce and the pasta it boils, this will be almost ready. So we're gonna pour the gluten flour, the garbanzo or chickpea flour. I will put the name of the brand that I use in this recipe down below. I'm gonna give it a good mix so it's evenly. We're gonna put this water to boil, and then we're gonna add some vinegar. Apple cider vinegar just works just as well. I don't have apple cider vinegar today, so just plain. And then we're gonna let it boil while we make our meatballs on the side. Now that our mix is all mixed inside with our spices, we're gonna pour the water, and this is where it's gonna get dirty, friends. You're gonna get your hands inside of this bowl. For this part, I'm gonna have to remove my rings, and then you're just gonna mix it up. Get it. So it starts getting very, very chewy and very hard to work on. So once you reach that point, that's where I usually stop. So once it's all ready and chewy and elastic, that's when you want to start making your meatballs. I usually make mine very little. My children love meatballs. These ones in here are their favorite. So if I make them little and I put a lot of them in the plate, they feel like she gave me a lot of this time. Right, baby? She's behind scenes, waiting for this recipe to be done so she can munch. This is like tedious job. It requires patience. It's a good time to meditate. If you guys are learning a Bible verse, pray over it while you're cooking, while you're doing this slow process motion things. So about this big, just wanna rip it off, create some pressure, because if you just go too soft, it will make the meatball. If you just go like this, it will just stay. So you wanna create pressure as you are making the meatball as well. We reached the last ones, friends. Yay. I'm gonna count them once we throw them in the pot. It's a meeting. My mama used to count the meatballs, so it's a meeting. Let me wash my hands and then we throw it in the bowl. I'm gonna pour some salt in the water since I'm not using the veggie stock, like I said earlier. And then we're gonna pour some liquid smoke. This one I found online, just a few drops because it's very, very strong. But we wanna give the smokiness, the smoky flavor to the meatballs. And then we're gonna put them in. We got our 65 meatballs in. Like I said, I counted them, just for the sake of my mommy's memory. I miss her a lot, so try to, do little things here and there that makes me feel happy inside when I think about her. But yeah, so we're gonna leave these ones in here for 30 minutes, and when we'll do that, we're gonna boil our pasta and make our cashew sauce. So let's do it. And we're gonna put our cashews in. I let them soak for a few hours, about 4 hours or so. So we're gonna drain them, then we're gonna pour them in the blender. This is the key ingredient for the creaminess of the sauce. It's a crowd pleaser. Kind of like a vegan Alfredo. So it's cheesy, it's creamy, it's garlicky, it's yummy. And we're gonna pour our milk. I put some soy milk in this one for the protein content, and also because I feel like it's more creamy than the other ones when I blend it. And we're gonna squeeze a lemon. This one you guys have to depend on your taste. If you like the acidity to be on the higher level, then I'll say the whole lemon. If you want a little bit more balance, then go for just half of it. And here are pots. I think the water is almost ready for the pasta. Oh wow, this one in here is ready to be planted. So many seeds. You can also use rice vinegar to give the acidity profile in the sauce. But my preference in this kind of recipe is lemon for sure. I'm gonna squeeze it. I'm gonna put my fingers just as strainer. We don't want the seeds inside. This one definitely was pregnant with a lot of seeds. This is a recipe that we all enjoy at home. The kids love it, I love it, my husband loves it. The people that I usually cook it for when I invite over, they love it. So it's really a good one. So try it out. If you try it out, let me know how it tastes. Let me know what are the add-ons you'll put on it. Share with me. Share with me. We're here to share back and forward. Our pasta water is ready. So again, some salt to taste, I'll say. I always add the salt in the recipes. We are not too salty in this household, but you do what you need to do for the seasoning part. And then pour your pasta, and then cook it according to the instructions. I think this one is like a 12-minute, 10-minute. I'll have to double check. Just don't forget to stir it from time to time so it doesn't get stuck together. This one is just regular seminola pasta, just plain and simple. But for today, and for the purpose of this recipe, because the regular pasta, let's be honest, it cooks very nicely. The brown pasta, if I don't take care of, the time, or I let it get too cold before I serve it, it gets mushy. This one is always a grateful one. We're gonna put garlic. Fresh garlic is always the best one for this sauce. I'm not gonna overdo it because the kids don't really like it too strong. So we're gonna do about two medium-sized ones. You wanna peel it and then just throw it in the blender in chunks. The blender will do its job. And this one here is some squeezy. There you go. Doop. We have nutritional yeast for the cheesy flavor. I'll put the measurements down below. I have never made it without nooch, but if you guys try without nooch, do tell me how it goes. So I know not everybody's fan of nutritional yeast. This one in here is miso for that tanginess, white miso, mellow white miso, and I will put the link of that one as well. This baby is ready to blend. Salt to taste, I forgot to add this one, but now for sure is ready to be blended. Our pasta is halfway done. We're on the halfway mark, and our meatballs have about 10 minutes to go. They're looking yummy. They're looking, see? So they fluff out. And after they're done, we're gonna saute them in a little bit of oil, and it will be good to go. Okay, so since the sauce is ready, and we're waiting for the pasta to be done, and meatballs, I'm gonna just quickly get some broccoli going. We're gonna just kind of like saute the broccoli, just with a little bit of spices, and that will be it. It'll be just a side veggie for the whole meal, because in this house we eat plants. So I try to serve every time that I make a meal. Not that I make a meal, because it's me who's cooking every day. I try to serve a veggie, or at least a veggie with the meal. Make sure that we get as many nutrients as we can in each meal, especially the little ones. All of them love broccoli, from the little one to the oldest one. And broccoli, I find that is super easy to cook, super quick. And since everybody loves it, it's my to-go veggie with the pasta. Okay, we're gonna saute our broccoli. We're in a little bit of avocado oil I put in the pan. And we're just gonna throw it in there with no water, because if not, it's gonna get smushy. We don't want a smushy broccoli. At least I don't want a smushy broccoli. And this one in here is a blend of cilantro lime. I love it. I will put the link to the brand that I like. They sell it still in little like bags. I wish they already come with the bottles, but it's very, very tasty. So we're gonna cover it in medium heat, and we're just gonna let it cook in there for a bit, get nice and brown, and then we're gonna stir it around. And our pasta is ready. Okay. Ooh, don't go there. I'm trying to save this water in case we're gonna need more for the sauce. So that's what I'm not using the colander right now. But if you don't need extra water, you can just drain it, as you will usually do. Bit of white action in here. Why? Okay, so it's nice and brown now. It's ready to be turned off. I'm just gonna leave it in the pan, but I'm gonna uncover it so it doesn't get overcooked. Okay, the meatballs are ready. I'm gonna drain them. There's not much water left after they've been cooked for so long. I'm gonna get as much juice as you can And then we're just gonna put it in a plate so they can cool off, so we can saute them and make the outer part a little bit crispy. Yum, yum. Just pour them in there, let them air out, let them cool off. Okay, now that everything is almost ready, we're gonna warm up our cashew sauce. And we're gonna saute our meatballs soon. So we can put our dish together and try it out. See how it came out. This is my to-go sauce. Like I was telling you guys earlier, as a vegan. But if you guys have another one that you guys enjoy, please share with me. Because sometimes it's good to have a little change. Drop a comment down below. Tell me if you like it. Tell me what you do for your meals. Plant-based or non-plant-based. How you balance it out. I want to know about you all. So the consistency is nice and creamy, and as it gets warmer, it gets thicker. So you want to make sure you don't put the heat too high, because then you'll end up with a lump. I'm gonna put a little bit of avocado oil in there, spray it in there, and then we're gonna throw our meatballs once the pan is hot. Once it's hot, so you can hear the sizzling and waking up your senses. Sound, smells good, and I bet it's gonna taste good. A little shake. Make sure the heat is not too high, so we don't burn them. Just gonna let them sit in there until they get brown on that side. These guys are ready to be turned. Just wanna create like the crispiness on the outside. It doesn't have to be something too ridiculous. And you can see the gold on it. We're gonna serve our pasta and we're gonna try it out, friends. We're gonna see how it is. I think it came out pretty okay. We'll have to ask the people on the background, the noise makers, how they like it. So I usually don't like to soak my pasta in the sauce because, like, if there's any leftovers, it gets messy. It doesn't taste as well. So I'll just pour it on top for the serving. Just so a generous amount. You want it to be super creamy. And then we're gonna add our veggies and our meatballs. So this in here has a good amount of protein intake, the gluten, meatballs. Then we have good carbohydrates. We have the fat content from the cashew sauce. We have some probiotics from our miso. Ooh, I went overboard with this one. And then we have our greens. For my plate, I usually put way more greens than this. But for the purpose of this video, and to taste how it is, we're gonna do it just so. It's time to taste. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Meatball. Am I going to overachieve it with all of the things in it? Delicious. Con Luna mía. Try it out with mama. Your favorite. Yay! Say hi, friends. Shy today. Hungry. Perhaps hungry. Too much of a meatball. Yummy? Your favorite? Yay. Pasta? No. Pasta for me? Yes. Thank you, friends, for staying here with me and watching this video. I hope you guys like it. Try it out. Comment down below. Tell me what you all think. Follow, subscribe, so you can see the yummies that we have coming up for you all. Until then, share love and serve well. See you, friends.